record video. There we go. Right. I am now recording a video. Ooh. So, this is not Dyson Sphere program. It is Planetside 2.
Lewis is annoying the fuck out of me. Join Discord, stop complaining.
Yep.
You've invited Joe Pro to join us.
I did not mean to do that.
Tell him to get in a harasser.
Right, is everyone in? Okay, Ali always live. Okay. Yeah.
Big cactus.
So let me boot Joe. Go away. Remove from squad. Nothing against you particularly. Unless he wants to. Joe! You are welcome to join us if you want to, but we're doing harasser training. Up to you. Yes? Okay, I've just accidentally booted you. Feel free to jump back into the squad. It is open.
You need to be a gunner, cat.
I will be a gunner then, or a driver. Either or. Makes no difference to me.
We do need some more green resources.
Do we know?
Well, we have 6 heavy anvils, 3 mediums with 1 being built. Jesus, they only take 2 minutes to build.
They were changed in the most recent update.
I like the fact that the light anvil only takes a second to build.
Yeah.
So, Joe Pro. Okay, Joe Pro's in. Cool. Joe Pro, you want to be an engineer if you can?
Yeah.
Last
We
night,
don't give it to Dad. 6 medium anvils, or 4 or whatever, will be useful for us tonight, just to save having to redeploy every 2 seconds. when we
Yep.
die.
Yep. So, we want them on, yeah.
Last night, a banner outfit had an epic drop of light anvils because some genius made 40 of them.
Oh, nice.
Spammed the shit out of Galaxy Solar on Imba.
Right,
The entire-
everyone make sure your things are locked to squad platoon only. To do that, press page down.
Because that makes the driver and gunner sufficient.
Oh, the whale.
It stops randoms from getting into your boot, which can fuck you up.
Yeah, so
Drive.
because if you imagine you've got someone who is not a engineer in your boot, it is a bit of a disaster. Right, well, I guess we're going to push up to two.
Drive is well easier.
We're going to push up to 2 Stone Beach, seeing as that appears to be the fight where they're pushing onto us. So let's just start moving our way out there. Yeah, okay. So it looks like Vanis, you're in front. Congratulations, good job.
Yeah, go.
So everyone just fall into line. So for the benefit of the video and for the benefit of those who have not joined us before, so the idea is we're all going to be sticking somewhat close together. You want several harasser lengths between you. Hang on a sec. Have we got all 5 of us? Yes, we do.
5.
It should only be 5, yes. And the idea is that when the front person is going to be effective with the squad lead, and as we drive past the enemy, no one will stop. What will actually happen is everyone will just casually drive past with the gunner doing an absolute shit ton of damage, and we can then loop back round. And the reason we want to do this is because if you get bloodlusty and start trying to attack something, it's going to be a nightmare. It's not going to work as well as you think it will, and you will end up losing your harasser. Now, if you crash or something like that,
Watch out for the lightning fish come through.
The-
They are friendly, they're just in the one.
so when you've got like vehicles and all that moving around, you are probably going to crash. If you do crash, the best way to deal with it is just ignore the person who's crashed and drive straight past them. So you will effectively take the place of the person who is in front of you. So if Vanis in front of me crashes, I will then become the lead harasser. And to make
If you'd like to.
to
idiot! Fucking idiot!
and to make sure everyone sort of knows who the new lead harasser is, I would make a call out to say I am now the lead harasser. Now, if shit starts hitting the fan an awful lot, anyone in the squad can call a disperse. Generally it's the one at the front, but anyone can do it. And the idea is that if you think that shit is really hitting the fan and we're going to lose the majority of the squad, or we need to break up, just say, get out of there, disperse, run away, split up, however you want to say it, and that will allow
driving in the field while getting shot from above.
that will allow the everyone else to get out alive, hopefully. So let's see. Probably a better place to head up to, I guess, is possibly Old Shore checkpoint then. So yes, when I stopped, then you guys all stopped with me, but Vanis kept going. You should have realistically, just kept trundling on to get behind Vanis. Although saying that is a fucking flat. If there's an ant next to me, to my left, literally to the left of me. There we go. He's dead. Now where's Vanis gone? Right, there you go. So you see what happens. So as you can see, when we start like not really paying attention and all that jazz, it starts falling apart a little bit. So you want to be making sure that you're paying attention to who's in front of you, and you don't necessarily follow the squad lead. The squad lead is not going to be the person who's in the front. The person in the front is the one who is going to be giving the majority of the orders. So let's get ourselves over to the other one. So I imagine. Oops, Dizzy. I imagine. As we go along, we will probably end up encountering some very large vehicle zergs. Now, when we were practicing this last time, we all did an absolutely horrible job of dealing with this because we were going too deep into the vehicle zerg. The way you want to deal with a vehicle zerg or a big armor column or something, skirt around the edge and just let your gunner do the job for you. This is why you want to run as sort of like a line or something like that. There is actually a lightning to our left if the person in front wants to skirt back around. To facilitate like this level of driving that you want to do, like making sure you know where everyone is, making sure what's going on, you should drive with your mini-map. You should drive with your mini-map on the largest setting. To do that, just press H. For those of you who don't know, if you're a gunner, it can be useful as well, but that's completely up to you.
There's a lot of mozzies here.
That's what I was just thinking.
And none of us are anti-air.
Can you hop in the back and...
Oh, Stimpack is anti-air.
Yeah, Stimpack is about walkers.
Ho ho ho.
We don't even have a skirt. Not even the one straight to us.
Ah, directly in front of them. So let's.
Balance to the right, we're going to go back.
So as you can see, he's shat himself. There is prowlers and lightnings to our right, so just be aware. So yeah, someone else, whoever happens to be in front. Okay, so Varg has called the front, so we're just going to follow Varg.
I just went out, so keep going.
There. Under the bridge.
There's the base.
Yeah. Don't care about the base. It's a small base.
In terms of the gunners, when you have a bit of downtime, you're not shooting anything, you're not under attack, make sure you get your heals in. It,
We're in front of them. Okay, let's wait a bit.
Right, Zaris, you want to make sure, your gunner is getting you repairs, and you want to make sure that you're using your F key, which is fire suppression, if you have it. Good, good, good.
Oh, tank mines, watch out. Tank mines in the road.
So this is part of the next reason you want Sweeper HUD. Ooh! You want Sweeper HUD is very good for keeping you alive. Right, so we're going to catch up by circling back round to you.
Frostbite Harbour's probably the easiest one to pull from.
So we just, and as you can see, when you get pulled off like that, like I did then, you just drop in behind the rest of the lot. It doesn't really matter too much if you if it takes you a while to get there. It's just nice.
I'll pull if you want to jump in.
So the other thing is you don't really want to stop even when you're waiting for someone like this, because you think of mozzies, you think a stray tank or something. If you have stopped, you will probably take. Oh well, look at the case in point. We were all just about ready to stop then, and we didn't. And that lightning is now having a very, very bad day. That was almost poetic. That was like. If it weren't for the fact I don't think there is anyone in here who could have done that, then I would have said someone intentionally did that.
Just to prove a point.
That was Cactus's old character.
If only. So we want to be avoiding this if we can.
Behind us there's a Libby.
I would be surprised if you can hit it with them, but if you can, by all means.
Oh,
But-
friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, the idiot.
Yeah, he's about to have me as well. Fucking idiot.
That is, oh shit, okay, it's Phantom Devious. They don't drive a lot.
You realise I'm recording this, don't you?
This is only run, yeah.
Very friendly about this. Slow down and regroup a bit again.
Was this right ahead?
Right, let's have a look. Where are we going? Right. I'm gonna stop, just drive straight past me.
Again, because we're running stock vehicles, we don't want to actually shoot at the Moses or the Libbies to the
Until
anti-air
they shoot you.
until they focus us.
So I'd say we're probably better off heading back towards Jaeger's Fist because there's a big armor zerg here, so we can probably. Usually the armor zergs all go in one direction, so we can most like.
Choice in, isn't it?
There isn't a lot of choice, no.
I'm gonna go through like their fronts.
Yeah, that's not a problem. So, you know, once again, this is where the person who's at the front sort of makes the decisions. He's, at the end of the day, unless I, as a squad lead, suddenly start screaming, we need to get to this point fucking 10 minutes ago, then it's fine if we take a bit of a roundabout route. If you remember on Saturday when we did it with that lot, it was, we were moving around quite a bit, but it meant that we could still do it quite quickly because I was sort of chivying us along. And in Outfit Wars, when we're doing this, there's going to be an awful lot of moving around. Now, in Outfit Wars, seeing as we're here, if those of you, well, to an extent, there will be a chunk of us who will be in Harassers. It's unclear how many yet. However, probably more than 6 people, so at least 3 Harassers, probably more.
It's 3 or 4 at the minute.
You'll be moving around together, because obviously Harasser's strong together, ape strong together. And so, when we're doing this, it's going to be quite crucial. With there being like 6 of you, we may end up having, say, 2 squads of 6, or 2 fire teams of 6. This can get a bit awkward if, say, we're both working together on different sides of the map. So let's say Fire Team Diamonds is on the north and Fire Team Spades is on the south. Just bear in mind that you need to be listening to the correct and following the correct person. We may end up splitting the comms slightly to accommodate that. We may not. I will be thinking about that over the coming days.
We're going to get on a team speak for it.
Yeah, well, the squad leaders will be on TeamSpeak, but I mean in terms of like Discord. So what we might do is say give the fire team orders through the in-game, for example.
Okay, so just they don't just go down there because I don't know if we can get to the base from here. I'm just looking at what the map looks like.
So Anvaria's South Bank is probably the best place to go. Yep.
Can we get a jukebox in here playing Winter Contingency?
Nope, because I'm recording this so that other people can see it, and if I record it with it in, problems go horribly, horribly horrible. Right, so let's start heading over to the Alpha Waypoint chaps. So whoever's at the front over there, I think it's Vanis.
This
We're all
one
just trying to get
is-
across.
Yeah, like this fucking gully is disgusting.
You should say about Mag Rider as soon as you come back from ahead.
Alright,
Careful, don't go alone.
Yeah, Valis, wait.
This is horrible.
Wait to find a
So-
zerg.
Yeah. I'm circling back to catch up. There's also a couple of harassers.
so just remember chaps, you don't run out of fuel. You can just keep driving in circles if you have to. So right, as you see, we've all congregated together now. Someone needs to call out that they're going to be first. Anyone should be able to do this. I want someone who's not really done it before. So Stimpack, if you can, start driving off. So Stimpack, you're going to take the lead.
Don't put me in
Zaros-
front. I
Zaros
will
front.
crash the sword.
Okay, Zaris then. Zaris is off the front. It's all right. The reason I want people to practice is because it gets you used to it. If you crash, then the person behind you just takes a bit like Raw Vanis just did then.
down a bit. Slow down a bit. Let the others catch up. Yep. Go.
Yeah, we're all together.
Sandra. Oh,
There.
The
There
rest
is
of
the
them
rat
on the right.
potentially coming to the back.
I will circle around the base.
So there is so if we cut into the base, so cutting into bases where there is a closed end at one end is usually a very bad idea because you'll get in there, but you'll probably you have to turn around. It all goes horribly squiffy and
Harasser coming round.
it
Might not survive.
it never ends well. However, if you think you can do it with say 2 or 3 of you, that is something we could do.
Harasser behind us.
It's done.
now.
Got it.
Flash.
Yeah, we're in that annoying bit where we've pushed out so there's lots of enemy vehicles, but we've pushed out so there's lots of friendly vehicles. If you just stop there for a second, so don't push up too far. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut.
We're gonna stop right in front of the vehicle store.
We are indeed.
I've been
Getting shot
shot
at.
at.
Okay,
Go back into the valley.
we're gonna head over to the new squad waypoint. So it's gonna take us through an awful lot of enemy territory. So Varg, you appear to have the front, so away we go. So let's get over and follow Varg.
Archer. Oh,
Make sure if you've taken any damage, you wanna repair it. Your gunner needs to repair it.
Behind us there's
So I appear to now have the front.
Live above.
I missed this place. This is such a good place.
This is where we did our first Cobalt Clash vehicle squad. This area.
Good.
So the other nice thing about harassers, I am just gonna. Alright, so I do apologise to everyone. I'm gonna be saying this as much for your benefit as I am for the bloke who's gonna be listening to this on a video. But
where's I'm from.
harassers are very nice in that they can do cross country. Although Esmir is pretty much the most road-like cross country you will find. But it's very handy to be able to just cut across a field or something like that. Or as you saw earlier, we can get through the. Right, so everyone use your turbos. We're going to try and catch up to him. If you overtake me, you overtake me. It doesn't matter. Woo!
Oh, base.
Yeah, I was trying to take out the spawn tube.
Ah, fastest as well.
He's leading us deep into the territory, so we're gonna flick around. So don't do tight turns. Tight turns are how you spin out your harassers and make everyone behind you very angry at you. We'll circle the space and quickly get rid of it. You may as well while we're here. So for those of you who have sort of just joined us for like the first time today, the fit for the harasser is the Molnier, the fire suppression, and stealth. The reason you want all of these is there is a scythe. If you whoever's in the anti-air, start shooting that scythe.
Drops when they can. Actually, no, they'll run away.
So I don't mind if we lose these harassers. We can always pull again.
Oh yeah, again.
Well, I'll do a bit back end.
Right, beacon is down. Oh, sorry, beacon's up.
We've got plenty of medium and kills in the minute.
Oh yeah, but let's keep it in the mind that we're doing this for outdoor wars when we won't have. Oh come on! Ah, so close.
Were you trying to land on me then?
We do have the actual.
Yeah, we do have the arrows, but the light assault is still.
Right,
still
careful. He's trying to C4 us.
See for us. Yeah. Just fucking get out and shoot him. There you go.
He's dead.
Wait, has anyone got a Cordian bomb or C4?
This is just mean. This is death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Probably spend like 2 hours doing this raid.
Well, this is what I do, isn't it? I go along, find bases, and destroy them.
This is a router base, so
This is a booster base here.
Stay held still.
So as you can see, even with an awful lot of shots going into this, Molniers are not necessarily the best for killing bases. So you want more armor-piercing style stuff, really. But in general, silos take a while anyway. Cool, so let's just forget about this, because this stuff will just disintegrate on its own. So let's start heading over to the A point. How is everyone's ammo looking after having just wasted all of it? Bad! Excellent, right, does every...
Here's the walker.
Whoa!
So let's start heading back. Right, so, for the sake of expediency, I will cut through to... back to Jaeger's Fist to run by the tower. But everyone should, all the drivers should ideally be running the implant ammo printer. And
The yell chat salt.
so ammo printer is a really handy implant. It does what it says on the tin. It prints ammo. When it comes to harassers, vanguards, anything like that, the idea of ammo printer only works for the driver. The gunner doesn't get any benefit from ammo printer, unless you like using your Punisher grenades while sat at the boot. Then it replaces your Punisher grenades. But that's a very edge case. That's like what I do. Is what most people don't do. Were we just shot by our own? Oh, nice harasser flip. So yeah, so everyone make sure you're stocking up on your ammo. And then we're going to head up to one of the big fights
Yeah, I'm good.
over at Sierra Listening Post. So, let's go. Make sure you've got your repairs in, chaps. Varg, you're leading the way.
Just go from the side.
Yeah, especially when you're just moving out. There's no point in splitting up too quickly. So make sure, as Varg did then, just hang back and let them catch up.
Let them tomato sauce.
Let them, yes, let them tomato sauce. In terms of the other useful implants, all drivers, without fail, in any vehicle, no matter what you will argue with me, I will tell you, you should have Sweeper HUD. Where are we going, Varg?
I wanted to see if we can cap this place.
The reason you want Sweeper HUD is because, and specifically, you want Sweeper HUD level 5, so do dump your ISO into it if you're willing to. Sweeper HUD level 5 is very handy because it means you take a good, 50 meters, 35 meters? In front of you, it'll show any mine. Any less than that, and you're never going to stop your vehicle in time, which is very frustrating.
Just have it on level 4.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Level 5 is what you need.
level 4 is like a, if you're really shit hot, you will stop in time. Level 5 is like a, ooh, is that a thing in front of me? Shit, it is a thing in front of me. Then you stop. Like,
Does no one have racer chassis?
I have racer chassis level 1.
You too. level 1.
I don't have those kind of certs.
So
Well,
it's-
cheating, it only goes up to level 3.
so this is the thing.
Hacking.
So this is the thing. As someone mentioned, I don't have those kind of certs. It's probably said in jest, but if it wasn't,
No, it's completely true.
in that case, that's exactly like me. I've currently sat on 105 certs. I've been spending certs like it's going out of fashion over the last week.
I've got 6.
And so this is one of the key things.
I see.
Ah. Oh, we should be able to run around the outside of the store.
Yeah, let's go try.
So this is,
Lightning. Don't stop.
yeah. Remember, don't stop.
No.
So
Colossus to the north side.
so this is one of the
Harasser flipped.
rip. So so with the Colossus, you want to hit the Sundays first, chaps. So we want to get in close. We want to get in really close. In fact, Varg, you want to get us in now before a second Sunday spawns.
They're calling down a anvil.
Yep. Shoot the anvil first if it's still there.
It's not there, smack the... Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, it's only a small one. Hit the Sunday, hit the Sunday.
Yeah, they were calling it a flash, weren't they?
And then, yeah, let's chase down this. So you want to circle this man, and you want to circle him quick.
Tank mine! Fuck.
That's it, get your shots off, get your shots off.
And run away. Harasser,
Rest to the left.
just keep going. Kid.
So just keep following Varg, just keep following Varg. Right, turn us around, Varg, if you can. Or drop back and let someone else to the front.
Oh, lightning in front, and also spawn beacon. Spawn beacon.
Don't worry about spawn
They're
beacon.
gonna build a base here. That's what they want to.
Not anymore, they won't.
I'm getting locked on.
Yeah, infantry dropping from that small big.
Right, Varg, take us back to that Colossus. We should, with the 5 of us, we should easily take that down.
Lightning right, behind you.
We're running away from it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we're going to go for the bigger fish, ladies and gents. We're going to go for this Colossus.
Get your heals in, get your reloads in.
Oh, the sky is busy today.
This base. That's a Valk.
Wow, that
That's
is
a Prowler shooting their own Valkyrie. Dingus.
Prowler.
Right, shoot the Prowler, lads. Shoot the Prowler, shoot the Prowlers.
Prowlers.
Just keep driving, though. Just keep driving away.
Oh, we're surrounded.
Remember...
Gas vehicle convoy. Run away.
Ooh! Right, yeah.
Run away, run
Yeah,
away.
just blast straight through. Blast straight through. Straight out the other side. Straight out the other side.
Burning power on the right.
We can do it!
Oh my god, that's just the
We are dead.
they just keep appearing.
Right, split up, chaps. Split up. So, right, just split up. Don't follow me, just split up.
I just looked at the map. We're in the fucking Vanu Terran.
Yeah, yes we are, yes. Am I the only one left alive? We're the last ones, Joe Pro. So as you can see, splitting up can have the desired effect of allowing everyone else to sacrifice their lives so you can stay alive. Unfortunately, we're now being shot by a mosquito who spotted us, so...
Yeah, there's a million people there. Wasn't expecting so many vehicles.
Bridgewater, if we can, is probably the closest we'll get.
Yeah, Bridgewater's also the safest. I'll pull up and...
Oh my! Oh my!
Or we could just drop the beacon at the traverse and all of us will get handed.
So yeah, that's a bit of a clusterfuck around there. So let's pull from Bridgewater, lads.
Maybe a second AA one.
I can pull
There is a
AA.
puller in the
Oh,
base.
yeah, there is a
Yeah.
harasser in the
Can you
base.
get that
Just ran me
single
over.
surge?
Do you want me to pull second AA?
Yeah, would you like to pull your AA, son?
Beacon deployed.
I'll pull AA.
There's also a harasser right outside near the vehicle.
I hope... this isn't AA that I pulled, did I? Didn't double check.
Oh, ran in front of me.
Hold on.
Who pulled a flash?
Move the harassers.
Oh, nice one.
You were
Nice one, game.
standing in the
I
vehicle.
was
there.
nowhere near it.
Oh, I saw
You are
you
in the middle of
stay-
it.
Yeah, you were standing right on it.
Yeah,
He was in
the game
harassers.
Prowler, harasser. Yeah,
Okay.
Bridgewater is not safe. It's hot as fuck.
No, it's gone. Move.
Right, I am pulling my harasser now.
I would.
Right in.
If someone can quickly jump in.
Please do not swarm me on the
Yeah, like
vehicle
it's
path.
hot as
I'll
shit.
do that.
Yeah,
Alright,
right. So start heading back across the bridge.
Right, the harasser is nearly dead.
That place,
Still
redeploy.
shooting a prowler. Are you people helping?
We're gonna pull
Oh, no.
from like
With
Frostbite
two
Harbor.
sets.
Yeah, my dude,
My turn to right. Impact.
Don't shoot. So the beauty of a stealth harasser is that you can hide in plain sight. It has to come to you. Right, he's gonna come behind us. Right, start shooting that harasser.
Can you pull old door?
Yeah, I'll shoot.
Yeah.
He panicked.
He fucking shat himself then, didn't he?
Say again.
Hold shore. You pull.
Right.
And put a scope on your thing.
So we're gonna head back to
Alright.
Old Shore checkpoint so that we can regather with everyone else.
Put a scope on your wall power. One sword.
So in terms of implants for the gunner,
What I see right now is Panda.
they're
Panda.
The only one that I would say is really useful is possibly Jockey and Target Focus. Jockey because you take less damage when you're sat in the boot of the truck preparing, and Target Focus because it shows you the health of the enemy. Especially useful if you are anti-air. Pandit, that is not a harasser.
I was just on the
I
bridge.
was waiting for it.
Do you want to pull or do you want me to pull?
Hold on, let me install modules. Right, I've installed a module, see if we can do it now.
I've pulled.
Hello, I missed the start of the actual game, sorry.
That's an interesting way of getting out, actually.
Okay.
Right.
Kind of missed most of the training.
It's alright, I've been recording it. You can watch the half-an-hour video.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I have no troubles with the theory. I was just practicing my reader, so no problem.
No, you're welcome to join in if you want to. But yes, it's probably going to finish in the next 10 minutes. So.
Actually, this is an interesting thing. If you just want to sort of stay where you are and just sort of strafe in a harasser, if you hold down handbrake, which I believe default space, and you accelerate and turn in a direction,
You make donuts.
you will spin in a way in which you will always end the spin facing in the direction that you started.
Just so you know, it won't end.
Right, let's head out of here because it is boring standing around doing nothing. So we're going to head back up to our favourite place, Sierra Listening Post. Woo! Let's go! We have picked up another harasser.
Our favorite place is Sierra's
And
Hydroponic.
Miss Scout's Ally Tower.
Sierra's Hydroponica.
Get those. Oh, no, that's ours. Fucking idiot. Why you shoot us?
That's the problem.
Yep.
Oh yes. Actually, Varg, let's head up there and start hitting that. So we're gonna be dealing with this sort of guys. So make sure you're following Varg. Ah, you see, he's made a mistake. He's tried to come at us.
Like a noob.
So keep following Varg,
Right,
chaps.
we scattered a bit.
Yep. You wanna get back up on Varg. I will drop you a sport beacon arc. Right.
Harasser potentially coming behind. It's found a blue reload before us.
Oh yeah.
We have to wait for the.
Joe Pro, do you want to drive or do you want to gun?
Yeah, I can drive.
He's on
Okay,
the
if you
way.
press F1, then you should be able to get into the driver's seat.
Repairing.
Harasser to the right.
Yep.
Right there.
Going for him.
Are you
Don't want to shoot the fucking thing.
Oh, you're in a different one. Okay, cool. Let's
Harasser's had a really bad day.
so
We got them both.
Arc, there's not enough of us for you to get a gunner. So what you're gonna do is if you jump into my one, which is just coming up behind you, you can be the gunner of this one, and yeah. So if you jump out, Arc, that's it. Jump out. If you just jump out.
Are you talking to me?
Yep. And if you want to jump into this one, and if you just swap seats with me.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Cool. Right, let's go.
This is how effective your training is. We have a blueberry that's fallen into line and is following direction.
Yes.
Exactly. Like this training, it works. It's really worthwhile doing. It means you are going to completely screw over anyone who decides to go against you. And yeah, you don't want to do what you just did there.
Next stop.
Dix.
You definitely don't want to do that.
Vehicle.
There's a
If you
female
drop a
after,
vehicle.
that way.
You can use that.
We're
anvil.
believing in you.
Right.
Sorry
You
about
need
that.
to give him a beacon as well if they
Beacon
know.
is up.
If you flip a vehicle, you can turbo your harasser, go to third seat, throw a grenade on the wheel, and you will flip back.
Right. Let's get ourselves over to Echo Valley Substation as soon as this harasser comes in, and you're in it. Right. Let's go. Right.
Just keep moving.
Get back into your lovely queue. Right, we're at the front. Joe Pro is at the front, just falling behind him. He's taken the front. And so Joe Pro just slow down enough for them to catch up a bit, but not too much. That's it. There we go, right. And as you see, they've all sort of slidden behind you. if you're not driving with the big map, make sure you are driving with the big map. Otherwise, you'll feel very sorry when you don't see something on the map. So you want to be pressing H to expand it in the bottom left-hand corner. Don't forget, if you reach about 1800 health, you definitely want to be repairing yourself because you won't survive any more hits. If you're above 1800 health, start thinking about it. If you're like you are now, driving around with nothing to do, jump into the boot and repair. Don't run around with that 40 health unrepaired. One, it'll annoy me because I'm seeing a spanner on the map. And the smoke. And the smoke gives you away. It's definitely worth doing.
Yeah, you're seeing a spanner on the map as well as the icon indicating that's a...
Yeah. Not only is there a spanner on the map, you are a spanner. Right, so, Joe, it is up to you where we go now, Joe. You are the leader of the column, so... As you can see, we're not stopping or turning around, so if we miss an enemy, we're going to continue going on. The reason for this is, if you stop, you die. So, no tight turns in an ideal world. So this is actually been there we go, look. And that lightning thought we had driven away. So we've now come straight up behind that lightning, and we're now going to screw him over. Good job. And we even saved the Vanguard in the process. Now, as you can see, we have lost 3 of our harassers. We don't want to be going that way. We definitely don't want to be going that way. Do not go that way. Do not go that way. Right, you've only got 2 following you, so you should be able to deal with them, but you have to keep the repairs up on your harassers. And you want to pull back to Bridgeward. Right, I've pulled a harasser from Bridgeward. Those of you who died in my harasser, feel free to jump in.
Yeah, let's go and fuck out of here.
Okay, yeah, pull from Bridgeward. I've got a harasser up for the chap to remind.
Can you pull this on?
Right, I'm gonna
gun, yeah?
So if there's anything that you're not particularly sure about, fit-wise or implant-wise or anything like that, we have got vehicle guides in the vehicle guide channel.
Going down. Oh, fuck. Don't get your tail.
So, Ark, you're in this one. You can either drive or gun, I don't really mind. Joe, we've got a harasser out here for you, so you should just be able to get in. Panda Y. What a waste of... Is that a pocket flash? Right. Let's go.
Darkface, you muted, by the way.
Alright, we ended up surviving.
So we're gonna head back up to Echo Valley. We're gonna try that one again. As I said last time, we need practice at dealing with big armor zergs. I know there's a big armor zerg up there. Let's go.
We are the anti-air, by the way. I don't think we should be front.
Nah, front anti-air is fine. It's not a problem. Yeah, it's no problem.
The people who are most likely to die in the armor column are actually the ones at the back, because the front one gets through. The front one gets through without being spotted. The second one is noticed. The third one gets shot. The fourth one gets shot a lot, and everyone is looking at the fifth one. Like, it's the last person in the thing. Everyone expects the last one. It's it's. Oh, but I'd say, look at all those maxes. So we know there is an armor zerg up here, chaps. We know there is an armor zerg up here. Just be careful. Make sure that we're gonna try and put it.
Prowler southeast us.
Right, so you really don't want to crash and bundle up like that. A bit like how Heckley said about earlier, about if you call a commit and then you suddenly change your mind, it's usually a bad idea to change your mind. Right, so in this case, everyone just split up and run, split up and run, split up and run. So just head in any direction and get away. Any direction and get away. Just make sure you're not sticking around each other. You don't want to be next to each other. We've still got 3 harassers next to each other. Head away. You want to get back to Bridgewater.
I'll get up the hill.
So what happened there? Varnis spun out and nobody took with. Okay, I'm ready.
Right. So in terms of if that happens, if Vanis spins out, the person who was right behind Vanis just shout, "I'm front" or "I'm lead," and preferably with your name. The reason for that is otherwise, as you see, it gets a little bit hazy and funny. So yeah, back to Bridgewater.
To be honest, the only thing I said was follow, and that doesn't.
Yeah, so if you say follow,
means follow someone.
yeah, if you say follow, or anything like that, it becomes very difficult to work out who's saying it. Especially as you get more and more people into harassers, knowing whose voice is who is very difficult. Whereas say your name and we can immediately locate you on the map and
Yeah,
away we go.
Yeah, got a liberator.
And also, this doesn't have to be just the same people all the time.
Mark, are you spawning in?
Oh, yeah.
Varg doesn't believe in spawning in. Varg likes to gun from space.
Spawn of the...
I'm happy to stay in the boot, it's not a problem. It's part of the perks of being the trainer is you don't get to play.
The Prowler pack on map, it is southeast, it's on its own, if you want to take that.
Right,
Directly to your right, there is someone sat in the boot. Shoot them.
so we are going to try this again, because as I said, we need practice at this. Did you just fucking shoot me, you little shit?
If you're gonna fade the booth, maybe get a max.
Right, so we're going to try this one last time. We are going to head back up to the bit where we know there is a lot of enemies, and we're going to try this again where we see how we can handle it. Bear in mind, you don't have to drive straight into that. Like, you can cut through Jordan Station if you want to. You know, you can cut through Waterson's Redemption and down through Sierra Listening Post. Like, there's nothing that says you have to go through Echo Valley the same time every time. Right. So let's start moving out. Whoever's really, really far away, don't push away so far because obviously you're now on your own.
Oh, you made him run.
Behind the rock, hide behind the rock, and then we go.
Right, away we go. Just remember, chaps, if you shoot in stealth, you appear on the map, but if you stop shooting, you disappear off the map. So the best plan is don't shoot until you're close enough to actually hit anything.
Mozzie is
Challenge
far
anyway.
away.
He's ignoring us.
So Archangel, you wanna stay inside the sort of following the person who's in front. Otherwise, it all goes a bit wrong. So the reason you want to stay in the line is to stop. Sort of, it basically keeps you alive in essence. The just
Clear.
Mind
Right,
that
is-
left, left.
That
Avoid
is
base.
an anti-vehicle turret. Do not go there.
Avoid
And
base.
anti-vehicle turret.
Going left.
so we've got two more minutes of this. So we'll see how our harassers do against this vehicle squad again, and then we'll call it quits.
Harasser in front. Prowler on the hill as well.
Landlining.
Going right.
So remember, harassers have the wonderful ability to also climb hills. Just bear that in mind.
Oh, another Prowler.
Oh, base. Shit.
The rest on the hill,
Fail,
the rest on
fail.
the hill.
No, we would.
The rest on hill.
Another good thing to remember, chaps, is you can fire Punisher grenades
Fucking serious.
out of the boot.
You won't always hit your own though.
Ah, balls. No, you almost never hit your own boot, but you can, if you're in a good position, hit the bloke behind you.
Right above us.
You have anti-air.
One harasser down.
I don't see no
On the map, expand the map, it's marked.
It's a Valkyrie. It's on the map as a Mozzie, but it's actually a Valkyrie.
What that fucker?
Turning around.
North.
Front. Sundays.
So as you can see, you need to get back into the group, chaps. Get back into the group.
Getting fucked by Harasser.
We're done.
Front.
I'll try and save your life there, Dark. Oh no, I've got no things left. Rip. Well, I'd say that's a pretty solid end for our training. Apologies to those of you who turned up late. That I have recorded this. Hopefully it worked. It's the first time I've recorded using this software, so we'll see what happens. So I'll link that in.
That's how I end.
if there are any questions about what we did, feel free. Obviously, it's been a bit of an interesting night. It's definitely something we still need to work on, is dealing with big armor zergs, but as I sort of said, it's just a case of practice, practice, practice.
Yep.
Cool, so, any questions? Cracking! I am now going to go and do the wonderful thing of play post-scriptum while I massage my sore throat from all the talking I've had to do today.
Don't say you're gonna massage it.
I'm going to massage my sore throat with a cool, crisp, refreshing pint of lager beer. Yes. Right. Have a good one, chaps.
Anybody wants to play again another